Gary has reached an incredible pinnacle in darts world, and as a result of this, we'd all like to celebrate his achievement. So on behalf of all the local citizens, people here today, and the Burnham-on-Sea Highbridge Town Council, many, many congratulations, Gary, on becoming darts PDC World Champion in a very fiercely fought and thrilling final on the Sunday before last. And it's amazing to think that within the space of 2 years, we now have 2 world champions in our towns. Local lad Liam Phillips became BMX world champion in July 2013, and so we don't do badly for a small seaside town. I know that Gary is regarded as the most naturally gifted and entertaining darts player of the modern era. Many experts have for a few years been tipping him to take over from the great Phil Taylor, who was 16 times world champion and who was at the top of the darting tree. But now Gary is world champion after beating the power in the final. He is, in fact, the most prolific 180 scorer the world has ever seen, and holds the record for the most 180s in one tournament achieved in the World Championships, an amazing 64. Previously, the top score was 43, so that's another notch on the. Gary, in his younger day, was known as Dream Boy. But is now known as the Flying Scotsman. He's one of the fastest dart players, and the title is highly appropriate, combining his Scottish heritage and, of course, the Flying Scotsman train, which travelled at twice the speed of the average dart flight at about 100 miles an hour. Well, the dream is no more. We know how proud you are of your Scottish roots and the pride you display in representing your native country. But here in Burnham-on-Sea, we are also delighted that you and your family have chosen to live in our community, and immensely proud of your fantastic achievements. Gary's life has become incredibly busier. He tells me that he's fully booked and his next weekend off is in 2017. The dance circuits he joins are played in all sorts of countries, such as Dubai, Tokyo, Australia, Germany and Poland. Also, the UK Premier League matches are played from Wednesday to Monday, so his partner, Rachel, only sees him on a Tuesday. So, those who've met Gary will know that he's a very down-to-earth character as well, and he likes nothing better than getting down to some DIY, as he used to be a builder. So when you're free, Gary, I've got some retiling that urgently needs doing, but I think I'll be waiting a long time. So I would now like Gary to make a presentation. Is John Akers here? Yeah, could you come forward? If I just give you some background to John Akers, he's been elected yearly since 1971 to be General Secretary of the Highbridge and District Darts League, and that's an amazing total of 44 years. And during that time he's always played for the George darts team. Are you still playing?
Trying.
Ah, right. Okay. So I think, 44 years does deserve some recognition, and Gary said he would be very happy to present John with a set of his own darts. So come forward and... We're going to have a brass plaque made to go in the council chambers, and I've got a copy of it here, a framed copy, and it will say Burnham-on-Sea and Highbridge Town Council are proud of the achievement of Gary Anderson, the Flying Scotsman, Darts PDC World Champion 2015, and we've had a copy frame for Gary to keep, so here we are.
It's a real privilege to have someone of this eminence coming all the way from the far north, because I went to Bristol once and that's a long way. And I understand Scotland is north of Bristol. No, my wife and myself have spent many happy holidays in Scotland. We really like Scotland. And it's such an honour to think that someone like yourself would come all the way from Scotland to move here to Somerset, the centre of the universe. And on behalf of Sedgemoor Council, I'd like to congratulate you and wish you every success. So in a few years' time, we'll see 20 or 30 of these all along the table. In fact, you'll have to buy a bigger house. I heard you say just now you'll need to extra space to hang all these different pictures and framed different things. So thanks very much. Congratulations, we wish you all the best for the future, and we'll be watching you with interest. Thank you.